Welcome back to the channel. This is Borussia Dortmund career mode. We are coming to the final match day of the season. The final match day of this career mode has been very much interesting. I must admit that I have enjoyed it very much so, playing for two seasons with Borussia Dortmund. It gave me a lot of challenges, but I think we came out on the other side looking very much bright, but it's going to be much brighter as we go into the Champions League final here against AC Milan, trying to if we do win this game and win this trophy, that means we do have a perfect season this time around, winning every trophy put in front of us. But we still have this game to play. Can we make it that happen? That still remains to be seen, but I think I have the squad to kind of deal with that. Disappointed with the performance in our last game in the DFB Pokal final. I think the first leg was a little bit not what I was expecting, but at the end of the day we won the trophy, so everybody is happy. So we're not really thinking too much about the performance, only for the fact that we have to face AC Milan in the Champions League final. That's why I'm a little bit reciting that performance. Maybe something much better than that would do us a whole lot of good to try and win this trophy. But without any further ado, let's get right to it. Oh boy, we are preferred as an away team for this one, so it kind of the deck is kind of stacked against us at this point already. Let me take on the hood into the bench. I might need to use him here a little bit. What the hell? The mistake that I just almost did. I almost put my second team for this cup final. Boy, isn't that a good idea that I just noticed that? Let me come back here. What am I gonna do? Let me take off Pulisic. I don't think I'm gonna need him for this game. Maybe put him here instead. Where's Pulisic? And nope, probably Pulisic is not gonna feature in this one. Once again, he's only 82 rated. I need somebody with a little more sting and a little more aggression to their to be honest, I don't really like Vitzel anymore. I think this guy he didn't have a good season this time around. Of course he got demoted to the second team as well. Yeah, maybe let me just put Denali on that one on the bench instead. Depending on how the game goes, I might give Dahoud a little bit of run in the team, maybe in the final minutes, just to say goodbye to the boy. He's played very well this season, only to get injured for a couple of months. Kind of disappointing, but at the end of the day, we are meeting our expectations for the season. We can only look forward, really. Let's get it.
The wait is over. There are few bigger days on the football calendar than Champions League final day. Fans are beginning to pour into the stadium and the tension is palpable. Stay with us, we'll have all the action for you live right here on EA TV.
Already. Ronaldinho.
And now the night everyone in the football world has been longing for. Millions will be watching around the world. It is, of course, the biggest final in club football, the UEFA Champions League final. Welcome to the commentary box. Derek Ray here, joined by Lee Dixon.
This is what we are playing for right there.
Facing Borussia Dortmund.
Got goosebumps just thinking about kick-off time. Got to control your nerves. Playing in a game like this, it's all about the nerves. Nerves can be your friend, but they can also destroy you. Keep them under control.
Already. Did I just see Firmino? in this AC Milan lineup. Did I just see him right there? He is. It is Firmino. God damn. God damn.
And now the Champions League final commences.
There's no turning back now.
And Milan's lineup
No turning back now.
It looks like a
We need a performance. We need goals. We need everything in this one.
Four across the midfield. Really important for the fullbacks to link up with the wide midfielders in this system.
This is the lineup for Dortmund. Roman Bürki gets the nod and goal. Serge Aurier starts with Danny Rose as fullbacks. And the idea tonight is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. Well, you can probably
showing
see
defensively so far. Can you find Guerrero here coming forward? He's going to put it in very much early, under 10 minutes to be on the score sheet. Come on. The second one, under 10 minutes to be on the score sheet here. Have a look at that. I'll take it. I will take it.
It's Borussia Dortmund with the lead here.
Now it's our opponent, AC Milan, to try and come back into this one. It's already looking in the favor of Borussia Dortmund at this point.
Giving the ball to the opposition that time.
I mean, it's like the roles are reversed in this one. Last game we could not see anything in the middle of the park, but this time around we seem to be winning the ball in a really good area. But we're gonna lose it on that.
Well, regaining possession for his side cleverly.
Gonna find Memphis Depay here. Memphis Depay cutting forward to make it 2-0 here under 20 minutes. Not looking back. Not looking back. We want this trophy in our trophy cabinet this season with the aim to make it a perfect season. Come on.
Hit the target, tick, power, tick, goal, tick.
Tick, tick, tick. What a finish at the end. Leading AC Milan here in the Champions League final by 2-0. Can we add another one before the end of the first half here? If we score at least 3 goals, it's gonna be a mountain to climb for AC Milan, really. Come on.
He's feeling the pressure here.
Guerrero to win it back. Guerrero, can he get a good cross in? Wanted to find it. Oh my. Come on, Savo. Savo. Is that Donnarumma on goal? Is that the boy I just beat by 2 goals right now? For AC Milan, is that him? Come on. Oh, come on, Memphis. Come on, Memphis. It is Donnarumma on goal for AC Milan. But Memphis Depay hitting the post and now here. Come on.
Now Bayern, Samu Castillejo. It's with Çalhanoğlu. Hector Bayern. Milan have lost the ball. Saul. Koulibaly.
Come on.
Dembele on the ball.
Not giving AC Milan room to breathe here as we do find it. Dembele breaking forward. Dembele cannot finish. Come on, Dembele. That would have just put this game beyond the AC Milan here. But what a save by Donnarumma to keep it out. Get a cool cross in. Nope, nothing to show for on that. That could be a foul. Let's let him play an advantage here and take the ball back by AC Milan. Still with it. Gonna find Marco Reus here. Marco Reus breaking forward. Can he score once again? And there he goes. It is 3-0 before the end of the first half. If we do get another one here before the end of the first half, surely there's nothing AC Milan can do about that. Now they have to come out even more in this game, probably leaving themselves wide open at the back for me to score a couple goals here. Come on. Come on.
Effective challenge.
Come on.
It's with Saul. Tremendous intuition to win it back.
I swear Saul has been a good player, but sometimes his passes is just like it's like he doesn't even want to kick the ball.
Roberto Firmino might fancy this. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. It's with Saul. It's with Guerrero.
Gonna find the Danny Rose here. Danny Rose, how much speed that this fool has? Only good enough speed to lose the ball. Come on, you baboon. Already.
The ball with Marco Reus.
Marco Reus. Come on. A chance to turn and try and find it. Usam Dembele on the other side, possibly scoring the fourth goal, but that doesn't happen. The ref blows the whistle. It is the end of the first half. Everything looking pretty much rosy for Borussia Dortmund in this Champions League final. We only have 45 more minutes to go to be possibly crowned champions, if nothing bad happens in the second half, or should I say if nothing stupid happens in the second half. But looking at the match facts of this game right now, AC Milan have only one thing to hold on to in this one, or maybe two. Of course, it is that 49% ball possession and a 90% pass accuracy. This is what the coach of AC Milan has to preach to their team about how they have performed in the first half. But on the other side, Borussia Dortmund really not showing any mercy at this point in time, with 3 goals in the first half, 7 shots, 6 shots on target, really making Donnarumma work. But we do have a 51% ball possession. Not what is that, 2-point margin between the two teams to make it 50-50 in this game. So but we do have an 85% shot accuracy and 86% passing accuracy. I cannot really complain about that with the scoreline that we are sitting on at this point. I think if we do continue in the same vein in the second half, we might need to defend a little bit more probably towards the end of the game, but as long as I think if we score at least one more goal in the second half here, it is pretty much over for AC Milan. So without any further ado, let's get into the second half and try and put AC Milan away in this one. Let's get it. Marco
Into
Reus.
the second half then, in this battle for Champions League glory.
Glory, glory, glory. We do have one hand on the trophy at this point.
Now Aurier.
Now can we put 2?
Saul.
The fourth goal will probably put 2 hands on the trophy here.
And Depay on the ball. Oh, goodness,
Come
he was
on,
right
Depay.
on top of the situation to get the ball back for his team.
Come on,
Bodies
Depay.
forward and the break looks on. Çalhanoğlu. And Çalhanoğlu. And he's broken free. Can he beat the goalkeeper?
boy.
And the ball is
AC Milan on a
Crowd have
mission
gone crazy, and
in the
quite
second
rightly
half
so.
here.
What a finish that is.
Come on. Come on. We concede straight
Well,
away.
again, I do question the defenders,
Oh,
but let's
come
give
on.
credit to him. What a wonderful solo effort, and he still has the presence of
He
mind
hit it
to
first
finish
time,
off. What a
Firmino.
brilliant solo goal.
Ay,
Well,
ay, ay.
it is 3-1 the current
Now we
scoreline
do need
here.
a third goal here. A fourth goal. And come back into 3 goals up. Dembele to win it back. Can he get a space in
And the
to
danger
take a
clear.
shot? Nope, he cannot. All we're going to come up with is a throw in here.
And this is Dembele.
Come on.
Saul. Tremendous
Carrasco.
ball. Just wanted to get it out of there.
Now I'm playing a little bit nervous at this point. I think AC Milan, if they do find another goal very quickly here, it's going to be an interesting finish to the game.
Going to punish them
Come
here.
on.
Beautifully
This should be a corner. Should be a corner.
Use of their substitutes bench. Royce taking this one, not messing around with that clearance.
Dembele, can he get a good? Oh, come on! Only curler, but he takes a deflection.
Coming up for Dortmund.
Only to take a deflection. Come on. Need a third goal. Or should I say a fourth goal?
Well thumped clear. Opportunity.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot by Dembele. Only to be saved by Donnarumma here.
Marco Royce with the corner.
Come on, that's a poor cross.
No-nonsense clearance.
Eric Bay from a distance. Eric Bay. I think we're going to win another corner here. As long as the ball stays on this side of the pitch, I think we'll be Gucci going forward. Come on. Dembele. Oh, Memphis Depay on it. Why am I talking about Dembele at this point? Come on. Another corner kick. Why is it? Can't even pass the first man. What type of poor nonsense is this? How did he keep that one in anyways? Come on. Kimpembe. AC Milan coming forward here. Cross in, and now we do consider corner. And of course, we haven't been that good defending corners this season. Can this be another tragedy? Can't even. Oh, what a save! What a save from Cavani. Cavani can be a goal-scoring machine. Oh, that was Eric Bay helping out the goalkeeper there. That could have been an easy goal for Cavani. But another corner to defend. The goalkeeper comes out. AC Milan can recycle this one. Come on. Gonna have to be forced to concede a throw in here. We don't seem to have anything going forward at this point. I think we are doing more defending than it is going forward. AC Milan still coming forward, across in. Goalkeeper comes out. AC Milan recycle once again as they do come back with a little bit of pressure. AC Milan breaking through. Come on. Oh, come on. So with a goal. Only one goal margin right now to send this one to extra time.
Well, you tell youngsters in that position just to hit the target. You can't score unless you do. And on this occasion he does, and he scores.
Oh, come on.
Say defenses are on top. 3-2.
Come on. Making this game way more interesting than it should have been. We should have just killed the game in the first half. But AC Milan have come back into this one, really. They have actually come back into this game now. Only one goal separated the two teams. Come on.
The object of the exercise is to keep them out.
Guerrero cannot finish. Memphis Depay still with it. Guerrero is offside. With 9, what is that? With 7 minutes plus extra time to play now. Come on.
5 minutes remaining, and one thing is certain, no one is leaving because it's still close. Dembele's in the center.
Oh, what a finish by Dembele to seal it. I could not think that cross was going to get to him, but why not try something? Why not just put it in the box? Come on. What a finish. Have a look at that. Dembele giving us this Champions League right now. What a finish. What a finish by Dembele. It is 4-2. coming towards the end of the game with only 3 minutes for AC Milan to score 3 goals for them to win the Champions League, but they do come forward here. Maybe they can just drop this one by 1. We do concede a corner kick with only a minute and a half or so, plus extra time, of course. Raf put in 1 minute of extra time, but you're gonna see this fool put in about 3 minutes or so. AC Milan once again pressing from a corner here. AC Milan still coming forward, well defended, but we cannot clear the ball here. Come on. And that's going to be a goal kick. Ooh, the ref actually put 4 minutes of extra time. I knew it. He was gonna put in something really dumb of extra time there. 4 minutes. Come on, no injuries, no stoppages. Why you gotta put 4 minutes for? Well, we do have about a minute to play here. That hood is not gonna feature in this one anymore. AC Milan coming forward here. Can they get a 3rd goal? But nope, they do not have the chance to do so, as the ref blows the whistle to give us this Champions League. As the game finishes here, it is AC Milan 2, Borussia Dortmund 4. It was a very, very close game at the end. I mean, the scoreline doesn't really say it was a close game, but at the end, to me, it was a close game. After AC Milan scored the 2nd goal there, I thought it's just a matter of time before they equalize. We kind of hold on to the game and hold on to everything that we were supposed to do in this one, and Usam Dembele coming up with a fine finish right towards the end of the game to give us a 4-goal margin, a 4-2 margin to win the Champions League here. At the end of the day, AC Milan did whatever they can in the 2nd half to try and win the trophy, but not good enough. But just not good enough. Borussia Dortmund lifting up the trophy once again, as we did last season. I think this time around, I could say it was a little bit easy, but not so easy really. Not so easy. I'm happy with that. Finishing off the season with a bang. Get in there.
This is the moment, Derek, sharing it with the supporters. You get a chance to take it a little bit closer to those stands. Let them enjoy the experience with you. And the families are up there in the stands as well. A brilliant occasion.
It took fire as well as ice on the pitch. Necessary qualities.
Now the chance for a photograph. My mum always told me to get on the front row.
She taught you well, Lee. There we have it. The Champions League victors for 2019.
You are damn right. And this will conclude the game. They will conclude everything, but let's look at the match facts of this game, how it ended. Pretty much the same way as it was, I think in the first half. I think the first half it ended with 51% ball possession for Dortmund and 49 for AC Milan. Nothing changed in terms of that, but AC Milan finishing off the game with 5 shots. Pretty much all of those shots coming in the 2nd half. You can just see how well they did have intent of coming back into this game, really. Only not to score the 3rd goal to send this game to possibly extra time, but we didn't really need extra time, as we scored 4 in this one, as you can see. But AC Milan with 2 goals at the end, 5 shots, 5 on target, 51% ball possession. In terms of shot accuracy, look at that. From 0 in the first half, they finish off with 100% in the 2nd half. Really with a point of intent in the 2nd half, AC Milan, but not able to complete the job on here. But they finish off the game slight down a bit in terms of pass accuracy. I think in the first half it was like 90%, if I'm not mistaken, but they finish off the game sitting on 88% pass accuracy. Borussia Dortmund, on the other hand, 4 goals at the end, 13 shots, 12 on target. Pretty much the same rhythm as it was in the first half. I think in the first half, once again, we were only one shot below being perfect. I think it was like, I can't remember what it was, but it was same as saying 13 and 12 really. But yeah, a little more chances in the second half, only not to score more goals. Maybe it's because AC Milan played pretty well in the first half, in the second half, to try and come back into the game. But we finish off the game sitting on 51% ball possession, same as the end of the first half really. But 7 tackles, 2 short for 1 offside, which I don't really remember at this point. 6 corners compared to only 3 for AC Milan. 92% shot accuracy and 83% passing accuracy. I think we dipped down a bit in terms of our pass accuracy in the second half, but at the end of the day, the scoreline says it all as it finishes here. Borussia Dortmund 4, AC Milan 2. Let's get it. Alrighty. And this will conclude the Champions League game. As you can see, winners. Congratulations to Borussia Dortmund, of course, after beating AC Milan here by 4 goals to 2. Not too bad at all, winning pretty much every trophy that was put in front of us this season. You cannot really get those that many times, but yeah, that's the scoreline. We do win the trophy, so everybody lives happy. I conclude the Borussia Dortmund season and Borussia Dortmund career mode with a perfect record this season. I'm happy with that. Alrighty. Now let's look at everything really from top to bottom. We're gonna kick off. We're gonna end off looking at the league and see how we did in the league. But right now, let's look at the Pokal, the DFB Pokal. Of course, we won this competition this season. I cannot stress this enough. Last season was round 1. This is where we were knocked out last season in this position, the first game of the competition. But this time around, we have managed to go all the way to the final and pretty much win the damn thing. Where's Borussia Dortmund here? Did we start on round 2? Is that where we started this thing? Because I don't... No, let me see here. Ooh. What round did we start on? All I know is last season. Ooh, we started this one round 2. Yeah, we won that game by 5 goals to 1. Looked pretty easy. And then round 3, let's see how well we did here. We did win by 3 goals to 1 against Freiburg. 3 goals to 0 against Freiburg, and we were through to the quarterfinals. In the quarterfinals against Bremen, we won that one by 2 goals to 0. And then in the semifinal, where the hell is the results for the semifinal? Why not being shown the results of the semifinal? Oh, this is the semifinal. We won this one by 4 goals to 1 against Leipzig, which was turned out to be an easy game at the end, but I'm quite sure it was the same as the Champions League game against AC Milan. It was not easy at all to get those 4 goals. I'm quite sure most of those goals came in the second half, because the first half, I think it was pretty much the same. And then we went on to the final and beat Cologne by 2 goals to 0. And my first time winning this trophy. Yeah, so that was the result in the DFB Pokal. Now let's look at what is this relegation match? What is that about? Oh, that's for the playoff or whatever. I don't really care about that. I was not supposed to do that, but the Super Cup, I think we were involved in this one. Once again, we did have to beat Leipzig there by 2 goals to 0. I think this competition was probably in the beginning stages of the season, probably the second or the first game of the season, if I'm not mistaken. but we won that one by 2 goals to 0. Pretty cool. Let's look at the Europa Super Cup. I think we're involved in this once again. Yes, we did have to beat Real Betis by 3 goals to 1, because Real Betis won the Europa League last season, and then in the beginning of this season we have to play for this competition, and we won it by 3 goals to 1. Happy with that. Now let's look at the Europa League. Let's see who won the Europa League here. It is Manchester City against PSV, winning there by 2 goals to 1. Yeah, probably that's where Manchester City belongs, really, in the Europa League section. Right now, they're just enjoying tip-top shape type of football in the Premier League right now. But I hate it because I'm a United fan, of course, so I have to hate it. We don't really need to look at that at this point. European Championship, what is that? Oh, the group stages of the European Cup. We don't really too concerned about that. Let's look at the Champions League, but of course we just won this game. But I'm gonna start in the group stages here to see how everything played out. We were involved in the group stages with Real Betis and Salzburg and AC Monaco. As you can see, it was very much close. We were on the verge of pretty much finishing in third place on group stage match day 6. If we didn't get a draw out of that one, I think we were almost losing this game, if I'm not mistaken, on group stage match day 6. For us to get a draw, it gave us an opportunity to finish at the top of the table, and Real Betis failed to win against I can't remember who we were playing the last group stage match day, but it finished Dortmund with 10 points, sitting at the top of the table after 6 games, only winning 3 games, drawing 1 and losing twice. We scored 10 goals in the process, allowing 7, which is pretty bad. Finishing off, of course, with 10 points. Real Betis coming in second place. Of course, these are arranged in the fault of goal difference. Real Betis winning 3 games as well, drawing 1, losing twice. But they did score 11 goals more than us, conceding 7 at the same time, and 10 points as well. Salzburg is pretty much the same thing, but they do score 6 goals in the group stages, allowing 8 and finishing off with 10 points as well. So Real Salzburg did go to the Europa League in that. Let's look at the round of 16 here. We did have to face Napoli. As you can see, in the second leg we won that one by 1 goal to 0. So that will mean the first leg we won the game by 2 goals to 0, winning on aggregate 3 goals to 0 to send us through to the quarterfinals. And yeah, you can just see the other results that were involved in this one. And on the other side, still the round of 16 here. Disappointed to see Manchester United losing to AC Milan, whom we had to beat in the final to win the cup. Looking at these quarterfinals now, this one was very, very difficult, especially the second leg, because Atletico Madrid really took the game to us, really. I think the first leg it finished 1-1. Yep, the first leg finished 1-1, and we were playing that at home. And then we went on to to draw with Atletico Madrid once again by 3-3. So the 3 away goals pretty much send us through to the semi-final. And then you can just look at the other results that were involved in the quarterfinals after 2 legs. So we went on to the semi-finals due to the away goals rule on that. So looking at the semi-final here, why is it what the hell is going on here? Already in the semi-final we had to face another giant, but we made this giant look pretty small at the end by 3 goals to 2 on the day in the second leg, and then winning it on aggregate by 6 goals to 2, really making Bayern Munich look very, very small indeed. We gave them a really run of their lives in the league as well, pretty much winning every game that we have faced against them this season. which was pretty cool. I felt good about myself doing that. And of course, AC Milan beating Chelsea there by 2 goals to 0 on aggregate to qualify to go through to the final. And of course, in the final, we do win there by 4 goals to 2 once again. Just to wrap this up a little bit. Now let's look at the league, how everything went down. I think there was not much competition really this season, especially after, I would say, after league match day 15 or so. That's when we started to kind of run away with the league title really. But yeah, looking at the top here, Dortmund once again finishing at the top, winning the league after 34 games. We won 26 games, drawing 6 and losing twice in the process, which was pretty cool. And then we scored 80 goals in the process. This time around, this season, just a little bit better defensively, but we were leaking goals left, right, and center, allowing only 36, finishing off the season with 84 points. Bayern Munich coming in second after 34 games, winning 21, drawing 6, losing 7 times, which is pretty bad if you ask me. They only scored 64 goals, allowing 35, with 69 points in the bank. Cologne coming in third. I think they did very, very well, Cologne, this season. After 34 games, winning 16, drawing 13, losing 5 times, scoring 49 goals, allowing 30, finishing off the season with 61 points. Bayer Leverkusen finishing that top 4 position after 34 games, winning 17 and drawing 7 times and losing 10 times, scoring 49 goals, same as Cologne, and conceding 36 goals, and finishing off the season with 58 points. They do sit in 4th place position in terms of with a fault of goal difference. As you can see, they are level with Wolfsburg with 58 points as well. Mönchengladbach coming in 6th for that Europa League spot with their 52 points after 34 games. Now let's look at the bottom of the table here to see who's going down. Hamburg, very, very disappointing after 34 games. No wins throughout the season. That's really bad. That is so bad. At least win 1, but no wins throughout the season. Drawing 5 times, scoring only, losing 29 times, scoring only 23 goals, 70 goals conceded. You deserve to be going down with that type of defensive accolades. 70 goals conceded, finishing off the season with only 5 points. Nürnberg, however you want to pronounce it, after 37 games, after 34 games, only winning 7, drawing 7, losing 20 times, and scoring only 33 goals, and finishing off with goals allowed of 57, finishing off the season with 28 points. Angersburg, after 16 games, winning after 34 games. What the hell am I on? They win 9 times, drawing 9 times, losing 16 times, scoring only 37 goals, allowing 47, with 36 points as well. Shakhtar, to my surprise, sitting in 5th place there after 34 games with only 10 wins, 8 draws, 16 losses, 39 goals scored, 50 goals conceded. Probably deserve to be in that position if you concede that many goals. By finishing off the season with 38 points, level with Heinhofer there, sitting in 14th. Pretty much the same thing really, but they do win 9 games throughout the season, drawing 11, losing 16, losing 14 times, allowing 35 goals, with 41 goals allowed, and finishing off the season with 38 points. That pretty much concludes the season. It pretty much concludes the series. Any other team that kind of surprised me this season here? I don't really know. I might say Hector Bellerin, they're sitting in seventh place. I think last season they kind of finished way lower than that. So if there's any surprise to it, if I'm right that they finished kind of lower than that last season, it will be Hector Bellerin. They kind of played it very, very well this season to finish off the season sitting in seventh place there. So with that said, what else should I be looking for here? The other thing that I said I wanted to see is how much profit we had. Look at that, 358 million euros. Of course, that accounts for the trophies won. Of course, that 358. That's where I would say the bulk of the money comes from. Maybe 49% of it. That's where it comes from the trophies that we have won this season. Let's look at the board expectations here. As you can see, everything green, son. We had to gain it 200 million pounds. What the hell? 200 million euros earnings from short sales within a season. We accomplished that. We're supposed to only reach the final of the Champions League. Not only did we reach the final, we pretty much won the damn thing. And looking at the DFB Pokal, once again, we were supposed to win the competition, and we did just that. The domestic success is pretty much the same thing. Continental success, same thing. And in the youth department here, as you can see, I do have 2 eligible players within 2 seasons. Have at least 1 player or players signed signed from the youth academy, signed in the first season, play at least 50% of the games in the next season. So if I were to continue this career mode, the players that are in the youth system right now, I could just take one of them and make them play at least 50% of the games next season, and this long-term goal will be accomplished. I think I did pretty much well in that department as well. As you can see, 97 overall is the manager rating at this point, which is not too bad at all. I would take that any day. I think last season I finished with only like 93 or 94, if I'm not mistaken. So looking at that, only to play 50% of the games next season, we could just get 100%, given that of course we win the league, we win the Champions League, and I'm sure winning the DFB Pokal as well next season. But that is not going to happen. Christian Pulisic in danger of losing him. Not to worry about that really. 19 million euros has been won. Is the price for winning the Champions League on that, which is pretty cool. Let's see here. Still have. There's really not much to say here. Now let me look at the team here and see. Let's see. Who can I pick as my player of the year here? It's pretty tough. It is pretty tough. If I were to choose one, it'll be like I cannot really just pick one because everybody played their part. Not in defense though. We're leaking too many goals. I was not happy about that. Saul towards the end of the season kind of disappointed me a whole lot. But if I were to give at least maybe like 5 players that I'll consider, of course Marco Reus will be in that. Memphis Depay, he didn't score that many goals, but when it came to it, he did perform when he had to. That will be Memphis Depay as well, and then I'll put Usam Dembele on that list as well. The goalkeeper, hell nah. It's not gonna happen. A player of my surprise, of course, I'll give it to Philip as well. This boy, ever since Dahoud got injured, I put him in the second team. He was pretty much scoring in every goal, in every game. So yeah, if I had to pick the player of the year for this Borussia Dortmund career mode, I would pick Philip. I think he deserves it, in my opinion. I think he does. Maybe Dahoud as well, even though he got injured. He was playing very well in that. He had a really good spell this season. But yeah, that will really conclude this career mode. Will conclude this series. Not quite so sure which career mode I'm gonna be doing next, but if you do have a suggestion, make sure you put it down in the comments. I will take a look at it and give it a serious thought. Cause the next career mode that I'm gonna be doing probably gonna be, I don't know, maybe 2 seasons once again, yeah? Maybe something a little more different. Not quite so sure, but this will conclude this. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, drop a like, do comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hopefully it's going to be as interesting as it was the Borussia Dortmund as well. And I'm out.